With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This will be taken short. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Manning. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Kamara, trying to run for it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake. Manning, blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ready. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Michael Vick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. the former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick looking middle, and it's incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, Vick. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
Again, it's Vick. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here we go. Check, check. Lock.
On 2nd down, Vick again. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Vick readies to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. After the sack on 1st down, Vick. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Christian McCaffrey. 31 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deacon Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing is Manning. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now Mostert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to Sharp. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On third down, Vick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, exit. March 47. March 47. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Get it.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Letting one go deep here and that's caught inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Manning. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll make it third down.
Get that ball. 4-7 with the mic. 4-7 with the mic. Target. Look, squeeze.
Manning to throw once more. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Zerline now for the PAT. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. One final try now for Manning. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And, Manning intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 22, Vick. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. John Brown, 78 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Step. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing is Manning on third down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because To be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, for the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Check 6 guys.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he's got room. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen. 27 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Go to base. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Coming to work.
To throw on 3rd down. Vic going deep here for Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's going deep for Brown, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Manning now on 1st down. And that is caught. Herman Moore. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running with Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Watch twins.
Vic now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check team spell. Hey, Alpha. Go out. You draw corkers. Now.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Sponge. No. Check 3.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check.
Here's Vic. He's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Manning. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Five.
To throw is Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. There he goes, left side. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 62 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they try the right side here. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. McCaffrey will try to run it in. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line. And the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb, I don't get to take off. A hater get up, I'm ready like lift off. I've never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long, I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just had to do it, got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a fine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that don't make sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My dream too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't geese. Too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that, but a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geek. Too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plan. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
11. Hey, Delta. 56. Here we go. Hey, South. 56 is the mic. You better bring it.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check. 22.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
56. Orbit. Check 56.
From the 17, Ryan. That one complete to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here we go.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
56, 56. And watch your leg.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
That's it. Ready? Got you. I got you, son. Under 10. Under 10.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Newton. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Calvin Johnson, 71 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Ready, 25. Where's the mic? Watch one. 21. Bang, bang, bang.
Elliott running right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a gain of 14. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Play action. Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Newton. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm giving it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My true the cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready? Hey, watch the slap. Watch the slap. Check 31. Check 31.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, 2.
They go play action with Ryan. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On first down, it's Elliott. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
56. Check 56. 51. 56. Mike 56. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
On third down, Ryan, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Zadarius Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's going to field this at the 4. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight, guys. Switch. Check 99. Check 91. Check 49.
They'll run it with Bell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Vic. And able to find Kirk complete. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
55, my God, 55. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Check, go.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Flush to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 71 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
51. 20. General West. Hey, exit.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one goes for 24 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
56, Mike, 56. By 7.
Now it's Ryan. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 11. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Vick on 3rd and 2. And Thomas has it. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now here's Vick. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Here's Michael Vick. And that is incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped control.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
55, my God, 55. Oh, you got deep? Hey, check right. Watching you grind. Army. Kill.
Throwing on second down. Vick forced out to his left. Now he'll throw. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on third down. Vick caught here by Bell. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zerline's kick is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.